Welcome. We are two compadres. Sure, welcome to the Hesi podcast. You know what time it is. This Wednesday is hump day. As you can see, there's only 2 screens instead of 4. You know what I'm saying? But we still got Poe in the building. He's gonna rock with me tonight. You know, Boogie might pop in. You know, that's what he does. You know, Boogie just kind of comes and goes, kind of like Loki when he was slipping through time. So we're gonna see if Boogie pops in. If he doesn't, we got a quick rundown for you guys tonight. We're gonna go over Olympics. The men's basketball team winning gold. The women's basketball team winning gold. By 1 point. And then we're going to also go into favorite Olympic moments. We got in 2028 might be the first year of flag football, and what lineup could we put out there as a USA, NFL players, college players? We're going to try to get a little mashup, see if we can come up with that. NCAA, we're going to talk a little college football, mainly the college football playoff top 12, what we think they're going to be, who we think is going to slip in, slip out, pause. And then we're going to try to tackle another top 5 because last week's top 5 was pretty good. And since me and Poe did most of the yelling, we're going to go with running backs this year. You know what I'm saying? White or black, pick your pick. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna wrap it up. But let's get it jumping though. Men's basketball team, Poe. I know your king. Your king is considered the leader. Some people think that man known as the Curry, the chef, is the leader. So. No, tell me what you thought about the Olympic men's team winning gold and how you thought about the whole process of the Olympics or the whole, you know, entertainment factor. What you think about the stream team, as I call them? Fuck that opinion.
I mean, it played out how I thought. I believe last week I spoke the lineup that I would put out there if the games got close, and it had Steph, Durant, LeBron, and either Drew or I keep forgetting that dude's name from Phoenix.
Book.
But the
fact that he was playing like a player that you wouldn't know his name was, he was like doing all the dirty stuff.
Dirty work, bro.
Yeah,
and they needed that. They needed that, and like that's what I mean by like that's the reason everybody talk about like Tatum not getting minutes is because Tatum doesn't fit that role. The way he has to play, it just doesn't. That's just not him. But I appreciated the way that they played. I always expected at some point Steph to pop off and get his games, KD to pop off and get his games, and LeBron being just that consistent double-double, triple-double, high all stats guy. And so if I was to give a finals MVP, it would have been Steph. If I that would have been my MVP of the final championship. But the fact that LeBron was just consistently getting those numbers the entire tournament, I had him getting the MVP of the Olympics, which is the entirety of the tournament. So
I think that was one of the debates, and the first thing that popped into my head when people were having that debate was like, I mean, are we talking about one or two games, or are we talking about like the entirety of the tournament? And then I read something where people were like upset that the voting for the MVP of the entire tournament was given out a little bit early, or they were able to vote a little bit early. And so like Steph definitely, it's either LeBron and Steph could be weighed, but Steph's performance in that finals game was definitely better than everybody else. But the entirety of the tournament, I kept seeing myself say as I was watching it, just like in the regular NBA, like LeBron is still like he's still, top 5, whatever you want to say. But like out there, it still looked like, damn, like he really is still that dope. Because like these other countries look slower, smaller, like they couldn't keep up with them at his old age. So I agree with the voting that he should have won the MVP of everything. And, like I was making the joke, the entirety of this thing when it started was this is going to be his documentary that, he wants this. But Katie and Steph definitely put their mark on it, making this one of the most unforgettable teams. And there was competition in this tournament, which I think this is overlooked. I mean, we as Americans are so used to just dominating everybody by 20, and everybody's getting beat, and we're dunking and we're laughing and you're cheering, and you never really have to see us compete. And then when we lose, it's like, why y'all losing? Why you don't even deserve to be on the court? What is wrong with y'all? And so this was entertaining. They had to fight to win a few games in here, and so I loved every bit of it. I loved every bit of it.
The interesting thing is like we don't talk about it because they weren't expected to win it, but Canada is the second most talented team, and they got slapped around by some of these teams. They were getting slapped around,
Yes.
and I don't mean that in a way where they were getting 20 balled every game, but they should have been winning every game just like the United States team. And what you understand is that like it takes all 12 of the guys on the team, or I guess 10 if you're not playing two of them, to really like form around a game plan. And the fact that they formed around a game plan of LeBron being the point guard for the first team, and then playing one-on-one basketball with KD and Ant in the second team, having LeBron feed Steph in that first squad, kind of be the facilitator for that team. And then if you need a bucket, he'll get you a bucket with them being covered so tight. So I think that people don't understand how hard it is to win. Like, yeah, you have the most talented team, but people don't understand how hard it is to win against these teams that are also talented, not like it would be. And they are more team oriented. They have a they play
plan.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have a plan that they're going to fly through the entire time. So
and we do too. But but I think those of us that watch, it's like it's the joke that people always say that's like, why do these guys put on their like Olympic jerseys that look like, they just step right in? It's like he can score 40 like this. It's like they've been playing with these teams. They're comfortable in these environments. The Euro game, as you saw, and I'll give LeBron big, KD too. I'll give them they're just hoopers, because last Olympics we saw difficulty with Jaren Jackson Jr. and the rules and him like hitting the backboard and all this kind of stuff. And we just saw like LeBron was like, oh, I'm allowed to goaltend. And he was just slapping the ball off the top of the rim. And then KD was like, oh, we're allowed to goaltend. They're just slapping the ball off the top of the rim. So I just think it's watching our team get set up against other teams that were set up and see them play in such a high I guess you can say with such a high, you can't say with such a high motor, because they weren't playing like we're old enough to know like what the dream team normally is. They had to hoop, like they had to play basketball and win. And they did go AAU at the end, but that's what the dream team, the redeem team, the stream team, Avengers, that's what all of it's about. It's about like we have these guys that are the best in the league, and like you said, watching them play, like watching everybody else play in these other teams, it was like a bunch of cold guys just on the floor. Like we're just better than y'all. Like no matter what you do, our 5 is just so much better than yours that you can't do anything about it. This team was like, our 5 is better than your 5, but we're gonna play like together.
Your style of basketball.
Yeah, you're gonna play your guys' style of basketball.
Yes. We're gonna beat you at it.
And it looked cool. And it looked pretty cool to watch them do that. It was like, wow, like you saw, like instead of, there wasn't a lot of the NBA crying for fouls. It was like, oh, we're allowed to reach. So we was reaching. Devin Booker was all up there. Yeah, like, and it was like we're allowed to bump again. And then seeing LeBron switch on to Joker, who shout out to him just for the fact of showing like why he's been MVP for so many years, and why he had them back to back, or in the MVP talk for so many years, and why he had them back to back, and showing like, nah, like he's that deal. And to see LeBron say, I'm tired of it. Like I'm tired of it. It's like, I'm just gonna guard him and actually succeed in the act of guarding.
People be saying that LeBron like lost a step, and that's true. But the step that he lost is the ability to do that for 12, 24, 48 minutes in a game, complete game. He could do that for about 6 minutes a quarter. He can do both way basketball and be elite at both way basketball now for about 6 minutes a quarter. And he can't do it the entirety of a game, which has been the problem for his teams lately, is that when he comes out of the game, their bench is just not hanging around for him to come back. So I will say that like he definitely lost a step, but the step is like the length at which he can play. It's not how high of a level he can play.
I said this to somebody. I said, this is how you can tell how cold LeBron James is. The man has regressed into Magic Johnson with Hobbs. So just think about that just in the pantheon of things. And also since we gave a shout out, Steph had the best overall performance in the final game.
Yeah.
Bron overall, but I will say still KD was his team savior. Because with all the talent, everything, I was making the joke that every time KD checked in, he looked like, "You motherfuckers be playing is sorry, y'all. Like, why are we having trouble?" And he would just come in and it was just automatic, like, yeah, no one in the world, literally, no one in the world can guard me, and that's just what it is. So,
I like your name, the Stream Team, but like the Avengers truly fits because if KD would be Thor, LeBron's probably Iron Man or Captain America, and Steph is Iron Man or Captain America, and like you really don't win that war without any of them. You know what I mean? Like
I was gonna say. I'm sorry, I was gonna say KD got to be Iron Man because motherfucking Ant-Man and Spider-Man because he was on KD's hip little brother style.
Yeah, that's true.
That's living the dream right there. And then to have your idol throw you an oop, you know what I'm saying, to catch and him look at you and say, "Good shit, nigga." Like that's like Ant-Man lived the dream this year. Like he gonna look at he
really just his older brothers. He really was just getting to play with his older brothers all summer. Like facts. For sure.
But I you know what? I'll say this, and I thought about it. I'll give Bron this, even though here we go. KD is Thor. Me and him was talking about this too. Shout out to the viewers in the chat, Uliana and Christopher Gerard. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Who else? I was about to give a shout out to we got Devin Booker. Drew Holiday for playing tough, hard-nosed defense, European style hard-nosed defense. I also want to give USA basketball as a whole. I give a shout out to you, Joel Embiid. You showed up when it mattered in certain points in the game.
One game.
But who
the important game? The one we brought you here to play.
Yeah, sure. But that's what made me look and say Embiid did not. He wanted a gold, but he also wanted to play against Joker. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to play and Joker is, in my opinion, Joker is better. If we have nameless gray faces and you put them out there, that's how I grade people. For those that don't know, I'll explain it real quick. The way I grade people in any sport is if you give me nameless gray faces, I want that guy. And if you give me four nameless gray faces and tell me, do you want Joel Embiid or do you want Joker? Give me Joker. Because Joel Embiid did show up in a big way and he did his important shots. He showed that even if that guy is better than me, having me is not that much of a drop off. I want to give a shout out to the young alien. Victor Wembanyama is as advertised. The way he put on for his country was a beautiful thing to watch. Rudy Gobert, what the fuck, bro? Like that y'all from the same place? Like I cannot believe that Rudy Gobert is from the same place as Roddy Beaubois, as Victor Wembanyama, and as Michael Pietrus, the French Michael Jordan. If you know, you know. I don't believe it, bro. Like I just don't. And this guy that was the French Ben Wallace, I don't know. The guy that dunked on Bron. You thought I wasn't gonna bring it up because Bron got baptized.
He tried to take charge. He tried to take charge.
Hey. That nigga was top flight of the world, Pope. Top flight of the world.
If LeBron's trying to take a charge, there's a lot of people out there that can dunk on him.
It's not. I'm not gonna lie. You could tell Bron did not expect that because when he got contact, Bron went, "Oh." Want to hear story time? I've only been dunked on like 2 times in my life, and the second time when I was old and didn't realize I could jump as high as I could, it was like that, and I made the same face Bron did. Because you go, oh shit, and then when you do like this, you like lift the motherfucker up, like give him a boost, and then you just it's over. So yeah, but all in all, I want to say before we get into our favorite Olympic moment, I will say as far as the USA men's team is concerned, I was happy with the overall performance. I think that Tatum just might have to wait his time. Yeah. I think this just after watching the team. Somebody's got to be the 11th man. And I know I think it's crazy. As I say this, there's another part of me in the back of my head saying, shut the fuck up. Like, why are you playing devil's advocate? Like, stop, don't say it. But someone's got to be the 11th man. And the fact they won the gold, Kerr, it's his team to coach. He was just that guy. But I believe in the future when he's there. I believe in 2028 when he hits LA. I do believe him.
With Tatum, like, if KD wasn't there, and nobody's calling Tatum a bad player, if KD wasn't there, Tatum probably averages like 11, 12 a game. and like he can get those buckets. The problem is he's not KD, and so he's not going to get that bump over KD, and he doesn't play a role player as well as Booker did. And so if you're not going to be able to play a role player and defend at a high level and sit out on the wing and knock down shots, which he didn't do all tournament. Every time he got in, he didn't make no buckets from the 3-point line in the corner or a jumper, or like he was missing a lot of jumpers. And like he's the type of guy that need to get in a rhythm, as is KD. Yeah. And so like if KD's out there, you're just not going to get those shots. So there's no point in having you out there if KD is getting those minutes. And that's why I never had a problem with them not playing Tatum. Is he good enough to play? Sure. If he was in for KD, do they win? Maybe. I think so. I think they have a good chance of winning the same way with Tatum or.
It just depends. Like you said, it's the rhythm. And that's what again, Booker's getting a lot of shout outs. And I know Booker gets shit on a lot over here because he has.
I didn't like him before. I
like Booker. I'm just a Mavericks fan, so you already know what it is.
I got you.
It's up. It's up. You know what I'm saying? It's up. I don't give a fuck about my ops. Take a picture. Anyways, you already know. But no. So when I was watching him, I was enamored with him, Drew Holiday too. That I was like, they're playing like yo guys, I need you to play hard defense, hit some open shots, and we don't need you to do much of anything else. And then when it's time to turn up, those guys too were able to hit those. Hey, look, it's Drew in the corner, bang, or the clutch ass shot that Booker hit. I believe it was to either tie the game or put us within one or take us over one against Serbia when we're coming back. So no, I ended up liking what I saw from Kerr in the end, even though, because everybody makes mistakes. Shit, Steph missed some jumpers. There was some shots. I mean, some turnovers by Bron. Everybody makes mistakes, but overall, when you look at it, you think about the entertainment value. Everybody was glued to this team. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get you started, but I was gonna say before we move on,
we were talking about the women.
I mean, I was just gonna say there was a young girl that can shoot threes that probably would have done pretty good on this team, and there's also a young girl that can, get rebounds and put them back really fast at a high rate.
And both of them could have sat just like Diana Taurasi sat.
So I wasn't even gonna take shots, but now that you said it, it's gotta be said. Because she was talking all that shit.
She didn't even play. And if you bring Caitlin Clark and what is it, baby? Who's it? Barbie doll? Is that what they call her?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna disrespect him because I'm gonna hit him with that rock. It doesn't matter what your name is, because it was not Caitlin Clark, man. It's not Angel Reese.
You get 4 million more viewers to win that. You would have won it just the same. So it doesn't make any sense to me that they didn't.
Or the girl from Dallas, and I'm saying the girl from Dallas because I can't. I'm not even gonna butcher it. I'm not gonna butcher it.
The girl from Dallas. I'm not sure the girl from
the guard. I'm not gonna butcher
Enrique Gumbawale.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, hold up. Out the fucking park, like Juan Soto. Yankees win, by the way. But yeah, so besides them three, the names that we know, and even if you can't pronounce the name, then I will say this. A'ja Wilson is the best basketball player that is a female on the planet.
That's what I've been saying.
By far.
People be saying because we think Caitlin Clark should be on the team, we think that she's the best basketball player. No, Caitlin Clark brings the most eyes, as does Angel Reese bring the second most eyes, and that's what we wanted. So people to want to watch that, which people would have. They had 7.8 million in the finals, which was the lowest rating in the last 4 Olympics for a finals. Yes, they topped out at 10.2, but it was a 1-point final, and the average was 7.8. So like. We could have had Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on there, even sitting on the bench. You would have had at least 11 or 12 million concurrent viewers, and they would have shown how good A'ja Wilson is. Instead, you have a lot of people that really don't know A'ja like that. You know what I mean? Like, and that's my whole problem with this entire thing. You guys aren't thinking about the brand or building up your stars. You're thinking about how it's going to make the players feel. Who gives a shit?
And there you have it. I completely agree. I really think that the reason why we keep harping on it is because I think people hate overall in general. People hate when someone says they want something, but then they do the exact opposite. If you want to piss an American citizen off, say that you want something and then do everything that's the exact opposite that to not get it. It's like someone saying, I want to be the most fit person in the world. Where are you going to eat today? McDonald's.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
going there for
Bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to make $25 an hour. You can go get that construction. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I want to sit at my computer and get that. Like, okay, like that's not, you don't get to
and
get
then let's add the cherry on top, and then they'll say, and then like a couple weeks later they'll be crying about, like, why can't I get what I want?
Why can't
like,
I get
so it's kind of like I think that's why we keep harping on like having them for the exposure, because we're sick and tired of them bitching about people not watching. Yeah, and we're like, here is how to watch. Look, we're trying to bird box these motherfuckers. Like,
well,
look,
if you don't care,
this is how you do it.
There
you have it.
We'll just watch basketball. We'll NBA. We'll watch NBA. We'll get the entertainment out of that. And then if you don't care, like, stop complaining about the money. Stop complaining about the viewers. If you don't care about it, if you're not going to do everything possible to get the viewers and stuff, then stop complaining about it. That's all. That's the only reason that pisses me off. That pisses me off more than anything.
And I'll just say, there you have it. We're going to let them make it with that. And let's go move on. I'm going to let you go first. I know because you're an American citizen and all Americans do this, especially the ones that have some negra in their blood. We tend to watch the Olympics and turn into fans of the most obscure sports. Niggas was watching badminton, 3-on-3 basketball. At one point, me and my homie Dollars was out there watching fencing. So I'm like, he fucking them up. We don't even know what the moves are called, but we talking about he fucking them up. We don't even know. We just wait for the light to beat. Swimming, gymnastics, track and field, javelin. I watched the shot put final, which was electric. I don't even know what I was watching, but it was electric. So what was your handball, which I heard America sucks at? So, hey, Poe, I got a homie in Houston that said we need to get on that. And we get an all ethnic handball
I'm from
team
field
with it. Hey, see? We need to get on it. We need some real regular ass niggas to take over these obscure sports that they have in the Olympics. What was your favorite Olympic moment? You know what I'm saying? What was your favorite thing that you saw in the Olympics, or that wasn't hey, water polo, word to Flavor Flav, because he got that bronze cup.
I'll never do that. I'll never do water polo.
What was your favorite?
Float for hella long. I could never. My outside of the NBA or the basketball, I want to say that my favorite moment. Oh, dude, I can't even, like, the track was always good. I got a little excited seeing Noah Lyles lose and then blame it on COVID, even though, like, obviously I want United States to win, but, like, bro,
everybody hates him, bro.
Like, who cares what they call themselves in the NBA Finals or the Super Bowl, bro? Who gives a shit? Why are you getting upset about it? And then why are you bringing it up? Like, that's the most known thing you're known for, and then you get mad when people ask you about it. Like, what? That's what people are gonna do.
The man is the first American man to beat the Jamaicans in like 20 years, and people are like, fuck that guy. I'm riding with the guy from Botswana. But the disservice that he did to himself, because he's an amazing track runner and athlete, but the disservice that he did to himself by just leaning all the way into, y'all don't like me, it's cool, fuck you too, was ridiculous.
You could have just left it at that. You could have said that, and you could have said it in a more respectful way to, like, I just don't think that winning the NBA Finals. And some people agree with that. My brother thought about it. Like, me and my brother had this conversation about it. Like, maybe he's a little right, because it's not the world champions unless they play against, like, I get it. I get the argument. I'm not against that argument whatsoever. But you leaned into being a dick about it. And then you got mad at people for getting on you about being a dick about it. And then you say you have COVID. You're out partying after you win your golds. You have COVID because that's why you lost the 200. That's what you blamed it on COVID. And then you're out partying afterwards with COVID. Like, bro, come on, bro. Come on. What are we doing? I don't get why he wanted to be hated so bad. But I watched the US team. Volleyball team, twos volleyball. They were down, like, I want to say 7-11 or something beach like volleyball? That. I like watching the US beach volleyball. I used to play it, and so it was intriguing to me to watch the beach volleyball teams.
I will say this because I found myself at random times. 1 second. But I did find myself at random times watching those obscure sports. And I will say beach volleyball. Yes, I know. Like, yes, the angles. Shout out to Sherrod, you know what I'm saying? HTX mask, get your weight up, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? That's what he would tell you. That's your slogan now. I'm just gonna let you know, get your weight up, bitch. Shout out to the cameraman who got the best track angles, the best beach volleyball angles. Brazilians full volleyball team, Nahia, whatever her name is, Nahia, the little one wearing blue. I'm not even trying to be a bad person, but oh my god. But anyways, shout out to Sydney's the star of the show, Shikari. Don't do me. Shout out to Olympic track and field women's team for winning and winning. You know what I'm saying? So I will say my favorite moment of the entire Olympics, I had two. It was I would say two, but I'm just gonna go one. Quincy Wilson. I'll say that was my favorite moment. For those that don't know, Quincy Wilson was a 16-year-old, was the youngest track runner to ever take part in the Olympic events, and he was one of the runners in the 4x4 gold medal team. So that was one of my favorite. I was watching that young man doesn't even realize that he is about to be a track god. He's only 16 years old, and he tweeted at the end of the ceremony, he tweeted, "Holy shit, I got to go back to class on Monday." And so shout out to Quincy Wilson for being a true American hero. For real. Like we're gonna be old when he's probably like 30, but they're gonna look back and say this story started at a young man at 16. And I'm like, oh shit, I remember that. So shout out Quincy Wilson, shout out to the USA. And before we close, I want to say this. Fuck them judges that took that medal. It ain't 40-40, China. It's 41-40. We had a bronze and they took it.
Wait, it was 40-40 gold.
No, I mean not 40. I mean, we were tied. When we tied,
we were tied in the golds. We beat them in the total medal count. So what?
We did. Okay, never mind. But still, fuck them judges because she deserved it. But I
will say this though.
But fuck them judges.
Simone Biles. We can't not mention Simone Biles. She's just the best ever at what she did, and like. It's not fun for me to watch gymnastics. I don't, but like if you bring up Simone Biles, she's just one of the best Olympians ever. Up there with Michael Phelps, probably.
She's the GOAT of gymnasts.
Yeah, for sure.
She's the GOAT of gymnasts.
Also, want to say I did hear that we tied with somebody, and they would have gave double golds. I think it was Russia. They would have gave double golds, and the dude from the United States disagreed and said, "No, we need to come up with a winner." And we ended up getting silver.
Hey, Giuliani. Hey, hold up. I'll give it Miss P. Katie Ledecky. Shout out Sauce Walker and the swim team. Katie Ledecky did get it done.
That's my mom.
How do I pronounce it? How do I pronounce it?
Juliana Poyer.
I didn't know. See, I didn't know if it was silent or not. So I was like, Juliana, you know what I'm saying? So
we're not Mexican.
Hey, Mom. What's up? I didn't know. I didn't know. You ain't checking the chat. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out, Mom. You know what I'm saying? Katie Ledecky did get it done. We was on. Quincy Wilson, America as a whole, we kicked ass. Everybody showed up to get second, as usual, every 4 years, except for the obscure sports. So if this gets out, when this gets out to whomever this does get out to, dear America, we need the real regular ass niggas to do some sports, man. I'm just letting y'all know, man. We need to get on the handball. We need to get on the javelin. We need to get on the what else to do? We need to get on the what's the shit with the ice and the brooms. We need to get on that. Curling. Everything. Yeah, curling. The ice, the brooms. to the young men out there with athletic ability. If you don't make the basketball or football team, go run on the track. Go play some soccer. Go play some baseball. Do something else with your athletic ability. Don't sulk in the fact that you're not going to be on ESPN on Saturdays or on Thursday or Tuesday nights. All right, what we got next, boy? I got to see what we got next. Let me load it up real quick. All in all, Olympics was a success. Loved it. All right, 2028 is rumored. This information comes from Boogie. Boogie not here to defend himself, so I'm going to say if it's not true, it's on him. But yeah, I'm working with you. 2028 is possibly going to be the first year. It says is the first year, so 2028 is the first year for flag football in the Olympics. So chat, people out there watching, Poe, I'm going to let you go first. We can combine, do this together. Make your perfect 7-on-7. We'll just do the 7. So your top 7, and they got to play both ways. They gotta play both ways because this is flag football and we do not have the other side right now. So we're doing
So
7.
you only get 7.
You only get 7. They gotta play both ways, and they're going to represent America.
We get 2 USA teams. So you want to go? We probably will end up getting 2 USA teams for this event because it won't be very fun if there's only 1 USA team. So you want to go back and forth and draft R7?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that. We'll go quarterbacks first. And
then
go
yeah, we can do. Yeah, you can name the position that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And then we will go back and forth. And then you know what I'm saying? In the chat, and in the chat, y'all let us know who team was better. You know what I'm saying? And y'all let us know both our teams suck. Because you were last week. Chris told us that our list was trash. It was like he was done with it. Someone else said, "Boo, tomato, tomato." We're not gonna name any names. So let's get it rocking. The best USA for the gold flag football 7-on-7 team.
This one's hard because they got to play both ways. So you want me to go first with quarterbacks?
Yes, yeah, and they got to play both ways. So your quarterback is going to have to probably be your middle linebacker, or a corner, or a safety, or something. You got to play both ways. So you need an athlete. But go ahead. I got mine.
I mean, I'm probably just gonna have to go with Lamar. He's got to play both ways, so I probably
see. This is why I have a backup in my head just in case because it's snake. So you're gonna take my pick.
I offered you to go first.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Because I had a backup, and you're gonna say what? With his flag football at 7-on-7, he's got to be able to play both sides. And I know, deep in the heart of the east side of Houston, this man played both sides of the football at one point. Give me Jalen Hurts. He gonna represent America. We're gonna get the goal. It's flag football. I need him to play both sides. If Jalen Hurts looks like he's got the ability to line up at quarterback for us, turn around and play some middle linebacker, maybe get on the line. He might play some safety. So I got Hurts. I got Hurts as my quarterback. Pat Mahomes. I don't think Pat Mahomes can get out there and play defense. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I got.
That's why I wouldn't pick. Yeah, but unless like that 7 player, I could see them making an exception with the rule to where
we get 8.
Yeah, and then the quarterback don't got to play defense.
We're not doing that here because
we're not doing that here. Yeah, for sure.
What we got next?
We'll go wide receivers next. So we're getting 4, right?
Mm-hmm. You said we snaking it, so I get to go first.
You got first. Yeah.
All right, so let me. I got it. My dumb ass will forget who I picked. So 1 second. I got it. All right. So wide receiver. Ooh, Justin Jefferson. That shit was not fucking hard. Oh no!
Yeah,
wait.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
No, actually, no. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. I'm taking Tyreek. I'm taking Tyreek.
You can have
because in flag football, Tyreek's going to be the best player on the field for sure.
I think that while that's true, it's flag football, so there are some things that we can do. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that we can do. I truly believe that there's a couple of things that we can make happen that won't get us beat too bad. All right, let me see something quick. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta write mine down because if I don't, then I'll forget. So you got
Lamar and
you got Lamar Jackson and Tyreek Hill, and I got Hurts and Justin Jefferson. All right, so what's the next position? And you get to go first.
It's the same position. We'll just go all 4. So you can go next.
You gonna do wide receiver twice?
Yeah. So you get 4. You get 4.
CD. It's CD all day. Because I'm not gonna lie. Because see, and this is where we go. It's not Dallas favoritism. He top 5. Now and peep this. We're gonna get him out there. And now we not only have Justin Jefferson and CD Lamb at receiver, we got him at safety. So we good. Like you go over the top. Tyreek can do whatever the fuck he want to do. We got 2 long tall motherfuckers out there that's ready to catch everything on both sides of the ball. Pause. Yeah,
I'm gonna go. Since we're going offense, I'm gonna go Jamar Chase as a receiver, my second receiver.
I was thinking him, but I had to let him go because you're right.
Favoritism.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. All right. You caught me. I went around in the circle. I was like, I'm at the front door. Damn. I was like, there we go. All right. So all right. But he's still cold. So shit. Yeah, and if you go and you can pick these receivers 1 through 3 in any order you really pretty much want to choose. So
we get 2 more
I respect them,
and then a tight end and a running back.
Well, I mean, I guess. What can we swap out? Let's do.
You can pick a DB as the.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
we got
you can pick any position for your receiver. Like you can pick any position. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because there's definitely
yeah,
are not going to be wide
No.
receiver.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
going
gonna
to
have
be
some corners and
So, my next pick is going to be my next pass catcher. Let's deliberate in this. We're going. We're gonna go with Sauce. We're gonna go Sauce Gardner. We're gonna put Sauce Gardner out there. We're gonna put Sauce Gardner out there. You know what I'm saying? I believe Sauce will be able to get out there, play both sides of the ball. He'd be a great third wide receiver with these other guys. Hurts. He can't. He doesn't have that much accuracy, but he don't need it with these guys. So I believe my offense is hitting. My defense is hitting. Say, man,
I'm gonna go. Which is what you should have did. I'm gonna do this one because he has more hand. He has more hand skills than Sauce as a pass catcher. Sauce drops a lot of interceptions, so I'm gonna go with Diggs, the corner.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna go with Diggs, the
baby
corner.
bro.
We're gonna take it. We're gonna take. Is it what is it? Tredavious? It's not Tredavious. What's his first name?
Oh, Trayvon
Diggs. Yeah, we'll go with Trayvon Diggs. That's my third wide receiver pass catcher.
I wasn't gonna be able to get too many Cowboys on this list. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, there is one more, and he's gonna make it. Can linebackers make it? Can linebackers be on this team? I think he can. For what?
Yeah,
for that. Ask me my next skill position because it's Micah.
It's gonna be a pass catcher. That's your next pass catcher.
No, it's skill position. Have you seen Micah play running back in high school?
We not running the ball. What do you mean? We're not running the ball. It's 7-on-7.
It's 7-on. Have you not? It's 7-on-7. You can toss it.
What? Okay,
you can.
Fine.
You can do toss plays.
So we're just going down the list. So that's your fourth. So what position is he going to play?
He's going to be, I guess, my running back.
All right, then I got CMC at running back. What?
No, that's cool. That's cool because what's going to happen is I have guys that there's not going to be anything you could do about on either side of the ball. Like CMC, I think somebody could moss him. You ain't mossing nobody on my team. Like nobody on my team is getting cut. So
Diggs is not mossing nobody. He's like 6'3".
Diggs can moss somebody. But I said but my thing is Christian, he's cold on offense. But what you gonna do on defense? Is he gonna blitz?
All these guys are the most athletic players at their position. What do you mean?
Well, Michael Parsons is the most athletic player in the NFL. Arguably,
but he's big and a little slow for
slow
these guys compared to these guys.
What?
Yes,
have you seen
he's
him?
not as fast as CMC. Stop playing.
Michael Parsons is fast as fuck. We got hold up before we finish. Because we got one coming in from the chat, and you know what I'm saying they can participate. Let's see what his looks like. So for Matthew Sherrard, we got Josh Allen. Oh, my bad. HTX Mask. Get your weight up, bitch. He got Josh Allen at QB. He got Tyreek at QB middle linebacker. Let me go ahead and make sure I make the distinction. And as you can see, you put your team in the chat, we will shout it out. So we got Josh Allen at QB and middle linebacker. That's pretty good. Tyreek Hill at running back and cornerback. You got Jettas at wide receiver and quarterback. We got Bijan Robinson at center and middle linebacker. Nice. We got Jamar Chase at wide receiver and slot cornerback. We got Pat Surtain at wide receiver cornerback, Justin Field at wide receiver athlete. I like that. He's gonna run flea flickers. He just said, okay, just came in the chat. We definitely finna run double pass and run some center screens. So this man knows a little bit about 7-on-7. You can do some crazy, wacky things. We got another one coming in. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could give y'all a gold nugget. You know what I'm saying? Rod Wave sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bo. It came out, and I didn't mean to hate like that. I don't know if anybody heard it. Then let's move on. We got Patty.
What'd you say?
Okay, so all right. So me and the person that just put in the chat the other team, he likes a rapper or a singer or a song stealer. I'm sorry. Okay, Poe. I don't like Rod Wave. I've just come to the realization that I don't hate on much, but I fucking do not like that guy's music.
I don't really listen to Rod Wave like that. I'm being
good. Don't start. Okay, let me move on because people are gonna be calling me a hater because I don't like how you get sad. Who the fuck raps about being sad in the club? Nigga, go home. Anyway, this is a sports podcast. So we got Sean Sherrard with Patty. You gonna put Patty in? What position is Patty gonna play? So we're gonna make the positions up. So Patty's in that bitch at quarterback. We don't know. He said,
That's
I'd rather play with 6 men than leave Patty at home. All right, hey, you know what? But Patty got to play defense in this. And I don't know.
That's
I guess Patty
is
and defense. Have you seen him move? Okay, so we got Patty, Ty Hill, wide receiver, cornerback. We'll presume Michael Parsons playing anywhere because he's fucking awesome. Jalen Ramsey.
This Michael Parsons pick is not good pick. The
Michael Parsons is dope.
Is not a good pick.
Oh, what? Him do everything.
Has zero route running ability. You can't even pass rush in this. Like, what is the benefit of having Michael Parsons?
You know what it is? Hood street football. That nigga gets it
done.
done.
This is the Olympics.
No,
the Olympics ain't no hood street.
But Paul, have you seen his like high school tape?
I've seen his now tape.
No. Seriously, go look up. I told you I'm putting him at running back for a reason. No. Go look up Michael Parsons high school running back, and you're gonna be like,
for sure, pads. Absolutely, he probably discussed him with pads, but we're not wearing pads. You can't even run the football. We pulling out flags. We need people that are gonna get up out of there. We pulling out flags.
All right. Let me get back to our man. Let's get back to our man's team real quick. So we got Michael Parsons, Jalen Ramsey. That's a good one. Jettas. Jamar Chase, and then he said C-Mac, but then he said take out C-Mac and put in Myles Garrett and read my team focus.
No, hell no.
So that actually, I'll say this. That team is good. So is Matthews. Matthews' team is actually, I'd like to see those teams play against each other. But Matt's team is good. I'm gonna say, because I have no faith in Patrick Mahomes being able to lock up anybody on defense. I got Matt's team because I really feel like Josh Allen may have more fun playing middle linebacker than quarterback for this team. Yeah. But both teams solid. So if anybody else got a team, so let's continue. What position are we on so we can finish ours?
We got one more pass catcher, wide receiver, DB, and then a tight end.
And I believe it's a year ago because I picked Micah. Right?
Yeah, so I'm going to take shout out Mother Poyer for sending this pick to me from the box. She said, take DK Metcalf with size and I'm taking DK Metcalf and putting him at safety wide receiver.
That was a sleeper one, and I had him sitting back, and I was like, DK is gonna be a good one because he's just an animal.
My general manager pick from the box.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick from my post. She might have saved your squad.
No, my squad is fire.
So let me see. All right, so. This is another pass catcher. All right. Because I know he can do everything, and I'm gonna want to run some some double passes. I'm going with the Yeti, dog. Give me Trav, dog. Give me Kelsey, man. We're gonna get Kelsey out there. Kelsey's gonna do that, and Kelsey's gonna play on the line. He gonna rush the QB. So we're gonna have Kelsey rushing the QB. You know, flag, they can't really block you. So you just go around and just running. So we're gonna put Big Trav, the big Yeti, the white Yeti. We're gonna have him out there. We're gonna have him. Hey, you saw it in real time. We can easily throw him a toss. He can launch it. If you could do it in the NFL in the middle of a game, and the only thing that stopped it was a referee call. So we're gonna put Kelsey out there. And as you can see, I'm just getting the biggest, most athletic guys that I can see that I think that won't take shit from nobody. And that'll pump. Boogie is just in time. Let me see who's at that door. Hold up, let's get him in here. You are late, but you're on CP time and you're colored, so that's okay. But no, you're just in time.
My bad. I had an NCAA class playoff thing that y'all caught me in the middle of, and I lost. All right, cool. So I'm here now, guys. Got my undivided attention. My bad. Apologies.
But guess what? You missed a lot, but you're just in time because we are now picking each. We might have to let Boogie just go ahead and reel off like 5 guys. We are picking our all-pro 7, top 7 for the flag football.
Okay. You can't take none of our guys.
Okay,
so let's go over who we got. So when we do my team first, Paul, you first.
Go ahead.
So right now on my team at court, we do it in order. So at quarterback, instead of receiver, call them pass catchers, so you can get DBs and stuff. So at quarterback, I got Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts. He's also going to play some linebacker for me. You know. Caveat. My bad. We didn't say that, Poe. Boogie. You're only getting 7, and they got to play both sides of the ball.
Gotcha.
So they got to play. You know what I'm saying? And we had some fan input too, so you can look in the comments and you'll be able to see some of the fan teams as well. Now the fan teams. They matter because they make the show happen. Hit that like, subscribe. But as far as this, they don't matter. You can pick their players if you want to. They're just help. So on my team, we got Hurts, and then I got Justin Jefferson as my first pass catcher, CeeDee Lamb as my second pass catcher. I got Sauce Gardner as my third pass catcher. These are going to be my secondary as well. Safety, DB. And then we're going to have Micah Parsons as my running back / pass rusher linebacker. And then Travis Kelce is going to be my other pass rusher, pass catcher. And that's then, I think, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pass catchers. We'll say athletes. So a quarterback that plays both sides of the ball and 5 athletes.
You got 6 so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my team was Lamar at quarterback and corner, and then Tyreek Hill at middle linebacker and wide receiver, Jamar Chase at slot corner and wide receiver, Trayvon Diggs at corner and wide receiver, DK Metcalf at safety and wide receiver, and CMC at running back and probably the other strong safety.
Yeah, DK was going to be my guy. So I guess what I'll do is this, and like I don't know what the classifications. I've heard people say that you can have college players there or what, but I don't know.
We're just doing NFL.
Yeah, so we'll just do NFL. And I'll say this: I will get at quarterback Pat Mahomes because he said that he wanted to go ahead and represent. So I was like, cool, Pat will be a guy there. So for my running back.
Hold up, wait. Because defense, what's Pat gonna do for you on defense? Because I've been saying this all night. Pat is the best offense. You okay? So
fine,
Sean,
just sit in the middle.
Okay, so Boogie,
control space.
So Boogie, Sean in the chat said, "I'll take 6, Pat." He said, "I'll take 6 niggas with Pat."
If it's a shootout, it's a shootout. But Pat going to sit there and he going to patrol the middle. You just hold up space in the middle. I'm gonna go with Ghost's suggestion. Get Tariq Woolen.
Ooh.
Very speedy guy, UTSA guy. So big deep, go runners. Let's see. Shit, man, because y'all took a good bit. I will get Bijan Robinson as as my running back. And I'm not putting much thought into them, playing both sides of the ball. I'm just trying to fire off.
You got to though.
Yeah,
don't worry about firing off names. You got time. Time. And I'm just gonna let you know. I know somewhere in America, Sean sitting there saying, "You stole my whole fucking flow." Sitting there like, but the fun of it is the fact that they do have to play both sides.
Actually, you know what? I won't take Pat. I'll take Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen will be a better fit. He got wheels, and he's a big frame guy. Pause. And he can, he'll play the middle. Okay. Oh shit, man, y'all made it real hard for me here, dog. So I will go with.
This will be your first athlete, pass catcher, running back, DB, whatever.
So I did Bijan. I did Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we. I'll get Kyle Pitts.
Ooh,
there as well.
That's a good one.
I'll get Kyle Pitts in there as well. Let's see who else.
Just in time.
Shit. So
let's see. We can help him. Let's help him out, Paul, because like there's some people that have not. So
I think Myles Garrett would be a good one as well. He's an athlete.
Myles Garrett's a good one. You can go with Derwin James. I'm giving away some guys I would take. You can go with Derwin James. You can go with let me see. You can go with Tony Pollard, even though he's not like one of the best. Like, the man's speedy, fast with the ball.
I want to get some pass catching specialists out there.
George Kittle. That's a good one.
We'll go with Kittle. We'll have Kittle in there. We'll run 2 tight ends.
I'm tripping. The second receiver. I'm so sorry. I'm tripping. The second receiver for the Bengals.
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins. We just saw AJ Brown. Tank
what about
Stephon
Diggs?
Stephon Diggs, another one. So there's a plethora of guys.
There's a bunch of guys.
Shout to the chat one time for posting dope football players. CD's taken. He can't have CJ.
Yeah.
You know what?
Puka knew it. That's
I'll take Puka.
Honestly,
I'll take Puka.
Puka is a good one because
Yeah, I'll
Puka
take
plays some
Puka.
safety for you.
Yeah,
He'll
I'll
probably
take
do a
Puka.
damn good job at safety.
I'll take Puka. I don't even
What's
know
that,
where I'm
3?
at right now.
Is that 3?
So
Kyle Pitts,
Bijan Robinson, Tariq
Josh.
Woolen,
Josh 4.
Josh is 4. And then we got Puka, that's 5.
You got one more till we start the draft back up. You gotta write these down.
I feel like I named somebody already. Did I say Kittle?
Did say Kittle.
Okay, so Kittle. Boom.
So
So that's my sticks.
So we all
this man Boogie's team came from the suburbs.
He's getting smoked too. That's good.
Cause like every team in the suburbs, they got a bunch of cold white dudes and a couple of cold ass niggas.
That's how my SMU team.
Hey, okay. The chat need to quiet down. We don't need to give away all the names of people. There's still some more picks to go.
I already know my last pick. So
all right, so now we got Boogie's caught up, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're on the last pick, number 7. Who is y'all's number 7, y'all's final guy that y'all gonna add to y'all's team to make it the unstoppable gold medal winning team in the USA 707?
Since my team is already too talented for everybody else, and so the talent, I'm looking in at somebody that can lead my group, that has great IQ and great ability to play anywhere on the field. I'm gonna go with Jordan Poyer as my 7th pick.
Family ties.
And
Family ties, the bloodline.
You know what? You lucky that I like you, because a part of me in my head was like, I should just pick Jordan out of nowhere just to fuck him up. I tried to just pick him out of nowhere just to fuck him up. But
the amount of fantasies I play in where people will pick him thinking I'm gonna trade the load for him in fantasy is crazy, because that happens.
Oh no, that's definitely a bargaining chip. That's definitely a bargaining chip. Boogie, since you were late, I will give you the ability to go ahead and pick your last player, and you can pick him before me.
Did I get Myles Garrett? Did y'all give me Myles Garrett?
You can have him, but
right,
you're gonna have someone in the chat saying you stole my whole fucking flow.
Hey man, Myles Garrett can hoop, and I know hoopers that you know, football players that can hoop. They're extreme athletes, so I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett.
Oh man, y'all did that like really, really fast. I was hoping to be able to be like, you know, man, get a time to think. So
let me go look at this whatchamacallit. Let me see what Shotgun say.
I got your team is really close to his.
Okay, so Matt said Josh, Bijan. Damn, Pat Surtain. I forgot about Pat. Justin Fields could have been one too. Damn, these are a lot of good suggestions, guys.
No, they was on it. They was on it.
I see Sean with the Myles Garrett. Yeah, see, we think alike, man. And I got the ghost suggestion from Tariq.
I got my last one, and this is my last one. Shout out to Christopher Gerard in the chat. I told him when he posted it, you got to be quiet so people don't see all your picks. So this is my answer to Tyreek Hill. He plays opposite of him, and that's the Waddle. So we're gonna put Waddle out there, and that's gonna get our speed right. So
equal is crazy.
No. I'm saying as far as no, fast is fast. Like at 7-on-7, like your guy's burning off, mine is too. Ain't that like we got that covered? So
I got DK too though. You know what I'm saying?
You okay? I got Jefferson and CD.
Who run faster?
Jefferson more athletic and CD.
Who run faster?
DK.
Right,
we ain't just getting 9s though.
Yeah, my team got burger. We put the 9s on it.
My team just cold. My team just cold. We just cold all around.
Never touching my flags.
You know what? Mike can get into that QB though.
No,
it's Lamar, ain't it? Oh damn, it's gonna be problems. It's Lamar. You got Lamar out there juking the job.
Yeah, and we got Lamar. That's crazy.
Yeah, oh no. Shout out to the chat, because we have seen it in real time. Reek be getting toasted when he go out there trying to play TD. Social media got the footage.
Bro, the boy's acting like he out there trying, bro. This is little kids.
Hey man, all I know is I got 3 guys out there playing on the perimeter that are above 6'2", playing out there. It's gonna be hard for you to try to get those passes in. I got Michael Parsons running around like a chicken with his head cut off on defense and on offense. You can guard everybody, and I might just toss him the ball.
Yeah, but you got Jalen Hurts, who don't really dime it up like that. So
he don't need to. He's got 3. No, he doesn't.
Fade balls on game. We don't.
Yes,
on DK.
CD Lamb and Justin Jefferson will catch anything
over DK.
Over anybody.
DK would have been my first pick.
DK is awesome, but I'm not gonna lie. You throw the ball up to Justin Jefferson or CD Lamb, it's gonna take a bad motherfucker like Sauce Gardner.
It's gonna take DK coming down.
You know, Sauce Gardner might be the one that can keep him catching it, but he's
I got Diggs who really don't get mossed like that. He might get burnt, but he don't get mossed like that.
Yeah, true, but I'll just put Mike in that direction. They can talk him shit. He'll get in his head.
I'm just sending Tyree across the field. You don't have to keep up with them. You don't give him the ball, he's gonna run away from you.
That's cool. And I can't even talk shit because that's gonna be a lot. So I'm not even going. So we got the teams. Anybody else add your teams in the comments? We'd love to see all the creations that you can come up with. Remember that all the players have to play both sides of the ball. Next we have the college football top 12 predictions, teams that you think are going to make the college. Let's just say this. Let's just all of us give our, because 12 teams is a lot. Yeah, I'm saying 12 teams is a lot for the discussion. So I'm gonna say this. Let's all give our sleeper, our favorite to win it all, and let's just do those two. Let's give me your sleeper and your favorite to win it all. And then as the season goes on, we'll talk about the conferences and things of that nature. Jamar Gibbs is dope. Shout out to Chase Dollars because that's a good 7-on-7 pick because Gibbs is crazy with the pill.
As far as a sleeper goes, I'm gonna be honest. I did not do my research on this one because I was running late. So I will just give you my
Georgia.
Georgia. To win it all is Georgia. I didn't pick them last year, and they didn't win. And I conceded to Sterling, and I said that Michigan might win, and bam, Michigan won. So Georgia's going to win. That's my pick. Now, as far as the dark horse, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just going to leave it kind of open. I'm gonna say, SEC team.
Oh, come on. Just say Texas and let's go on.
No. I'll say this. I'll give OU. I'll say OU's.
No, don't do me like that. You go curses.
Fuck it.
Say LSU. You from Louisiana, nigga.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say for my partner Hurricane down in Florida. I'm gonna go with the U.
Oh,
the Hurricanes, maybe. You know,
as a dark horse.
As a dark horse.
Shout out Florida Dale.
Yeah, show my dude some love, man. So
I'm showing them love. Florida Dale, hope you see this.
They got the hardest schedule, dog. I don't know what Florida gonna do, bro.
They do, but I'm using them NCAA. Oh, while we're talking about college football, I'm gonna say this. Hey, did y'all know Madden dropped? No, because I didn't give a fuck. College football banging. Didn't give a goddamn.
Dolphins, baby. I get to play with the Dolphins offense all year, bro. I'm playing that shit ASAP. What?
Yeah, I think Sterling played a little bit of it with the early access, and the one thing he told me, he said they move very realistic to their player types, but he says it's just kind of still more or less the same thing. So I told him, I said, I'll wait, until it drops in price, and I'll check it out. I'm sorry.
In other words,
$20.
In other words, college football walked in and shut this bitch down. I told my homies, I said, college football is just a fun video game. Hey, Boogie, we about to start a creative team league. That shit's getting great. Hey, Poe, college football, it's the game of the year, bar none. Number two, they got it. It is a fun, I'll just put it this way. It is a fun video game. This is a video game that win, lose, draw, or tie, you can pick up and play with your partners and have a fucking blast. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Dynasty, Play Now, all of it. The game is beautiful. Now, as for my picks, which was first? The dark horse?
Yes. Or whoever you want to get to take it on.
BO6 is going to be game of the year, by the way.
My pick to take it all, without showing favoritism, because once the season starts, I bleed crimson and cream, and it's all about them Boomasunas. But as far as it goes, Ohio State is going to be the team that I think is going to come away with it because they just spent too much motherfucking money to lose. My dark horse is Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame, 1, the schedule. Number 2, their defense is going to be ferocious. The coach was their coach played next to AJ Hawk and Laurinaitis in one of the most ferocious defenses yet. Yes. No, yeah, he played. So Freeman was the freshman. Freeman was a young boy. I'll just say this. Freeman, the coach for Notre Dame, was a young boy on that Ohio State team. And so if you watch Notre Dame, which if you see Channel 5 or NBC, I should say, during college football season, you have no choice because Notre Dame got the rights. They're independent. Their schedule's good. Shout out to the chat for knowing. But their schedule's a little bit easier. They have a bunch of good players on their team. Like Notre Dame normally doesn't have a lot of speed. They got some this year. They got a running back. They got some receivers. They have a defense, and that's mainly what I wanted to get at was the fact that their defense is one that's going to mirror one that you see in the Big Ten, one that you see possibly in the SEC. They're going to have speed and talent all over the place. Shout out Ryan Clark's son. 1 second. I gotta look at that. Shout out Ryan Clark's son being a part of the Notre Dame team. Shout out to him. But I have Notre Dame as my sleeper, Ohio State as my favorite, and my team, of course, OU is going to shock the world. But those are my sleepers. I do think that as the season goes along, we're going to pay more attention to college football this year than we ever have, because it used to be in college football, once your team lost a game, it's over. So unless you are a super fan or you really enjoy a squad, you're not going to watch as much or be in tune because there's not that much shifting in college football unless you pay attention to it and you really love it. You know the 2 teams that are going to play at the end or the 3 teams that are going to battle it out, and you just wait for the championship. Now you got 12. So I'm really looking forward to the jump-off punch in college football week 0 and seeing how it moves on from there forward. Madden is Meg.
Yeah. Meg. Nobody
loves Meg. I actually like Madden because of the realisticness of it. So, I don't mind it. But there's two different ideas of this game. But I got, obviously, Georgia is my number 1 team. That's who I got winning it. They look like the best team every year. My sleeper. What's the difference between dark horse and sleeper to you guys?
They're the same thing. Same thing. That's why I said 2, just 2, because they're the same thing.
My dark horse is going to be someone that I think could win. That's not that big of a deal. That's Texas. I think that they definitely have the ability and the skill sets to come through and win throughout the entirety of a playoff run. But my sleeper is going to be Arizona to sneak in. Because Arizona went on a run last year with this exact same team of like 8 straight wins or something like that. And I just have a feeling that there's something brewing down there as far as like teamness. Like there's always that team that comes out that's just really good team together, chemistry wise. And like for some reason throughout the 4 years of being there, they come together. Their seniors are good. So like Arizona, I think, can make the playoff and then go on a run. So I'll say them as my sleeper.
I'll say this. They do have one of the best quarterbacks in college football this year. So when you have a good quarterback, you have a chance. Now, what did they move? Where did they move?
To the Big
12?
Like some of them went to the Big 12. Some went to SEC. I'm not really sure.
It will depend. To me, it's going to all depend on what conference they move to. Let me see.
Who y'all talking about?
Arizona.
Oh.
I didn't know. I think it's the Big 12, but I'm not sure.
As a sleeper, those teams never
it's
really
the Big 12. It's the Big 12. So no, I know some people may be watching this and may hear you say it like, what the fuck is he talking about? But no, they do have what might be a top 10 quarterback in the whole NCAA. They have a really good quarterback. They play in the Big 12. The Big 12 is going to be a toss-up this year. The conference has been totally shook up. Kansas is actually my favorite to win it, which is crazy because people like Colorado, Oklahoma State, we don't know what's going on with Ollie Gordon and his DUI shit, if he's going to play or not, or how long he's going to play. But I do feel hey Boogie, when you smiled, I said Boogie read it or Boogie saw it.
I love my gunny response for that.
So for those who don't know, the head coach Mike Gundy's response to what are you going to do to punish Ollie Gordon? He said, "Oh, the only thing I would do is run him 50 times. That's his proper punishment," which means that big nigga ain't gonna break, and we gonna fucking play him. Booby gonna play, and Booby gonna play good, because all Booby got is football. So we gonna make that shit happen. But Oklahoma State's a good pick. Utah's a real good pick in the Big 12, but Arizona is also it's up there. Houston, that's not a good pick. I just wanted to say Houston so I can shit on them real quick. Go Cougs. No Cougs. No Cougs. Slap them on the wrist. But yeah, but I do think Kansas might be the ones to get the dub in the Big 12 conference. But I see no shade towards a team like Arizona. Actually, now I think about it, it might be Utah, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Let me see. Last but not least, we had a really good, I guess you could say, discussion last time about the top QBs that we were choosing, and then we had the top white players in college football. So now Boogie has said, let's do the now. And I have one question before we start giving our top five before we close out tonight. Top 5 running backs of the 2000s. Now, and this is college. Now, what I will say, Boogie, is this. I will ask this question. Because in the chat, we had discussed CMC and Reggie Bush. Are we doing decades? Because then we have.
Let's just do from 2000 to 2009. I think that's like. I think that's fair.
That's fine.
Yeah, because you know it just because of what's his name was out. What's his name was Reggie Bush, and they were already on the list. So let's just kind of see what else that we can come up with.
And this is college, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm all about it.
2000 to what?
The 2009. So
Reggie Bush is one then.
Well, we're gonna leave because we know that he's going to be one. So let's just try to pick others than him and CMC.
2010 to 2020.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, 2009 to
2000.
I'll say the 2010s next week or another.
So what do you? And I guess I was opening. What do y'all think about Larry Johnson? Where does he fit from Penn State?
Ooh, I was gonna have him honorable mention, but he got the record. To me, the thing about him is he got the record, but he wasn't as dynamic as some of these other guys that we're gonna get to.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? To me, he's kind of like a Bryce Love, because Bryce Love was cold in the bitch too.
Bryce Love was cold,
but
D'Angelo Williams in Memphis,
nasty. But here's what I said though, because here's possibly kind of sickens me to my stomach. So like, I have an Oklahoma guy probably at number 1 and number 2 because Reggie's not there, so it won't hurt me that much. But like Cedric Benson at number 5, like
Cedric Benson. I think he deserves,
just because like I watched it, so it's kind of like Cedric Benson was foolish. Like he was really foolish. I don't think a lot of people understand.
What about you had a lot of guys.
Without Reggie, I'd probably put McFadden. Like McFadden.
I was about to say yes,
but he's higher though. Number 5 though.
No, at one.
Yeah.
Like that's why I would have.
Well, I don't know about 1, but he's up there.
Without Reggie, who you got?
Without Reggie, I'll say he's 1, dog. Come on, fool. Like Darren McFadden was a beast.
Adrian Peterson was crazy,
but I have AP as my second.
AP, you know what? Part of me says I have to agree with you because AP didn't get to play as long. But then I'm gonna throw a name out there, you guys, and his name is Willis McGahee.
Yeah,
LT is another one. He's number 1. He's number 1. LT. He's number 1. He's number 1.
In college?
Yes, at TCU.
He's great. He's in my top 5. I'm not mad at it. But
I'm not mad at it.
McFadden was different.
McFadden, LT was top 5 pick. Like LT was at TCU when TCU wasn't. Hey, Boogie, you know TCU was second rate when he was there, bro. So we're gonna talk about Lindell White. We're gonna get into it. Let's get into it. Because Lindell White was crazy. We can talk about he played on the same team as Reggie Bush, but Lindell White was crazy.
Lindell White was good, man, but it's just I think he got overshined by Reggie, man. And
You want to do a quick 5 for everybody?
I got one for y'all before y'all start this quick 5. And he probably got the second best college football mixtape after Tavon Austin. LaMichael James, Oregon.
Yeah. I mean, it was super flashy. Super flashy.
Hey, he was stupid with the pill. I mean, but no, we're gonna do it like we did the last one. The last one we came to consistency. Y'all kicked me out the room. This is at the 5. So at number 5, are we Cedric Benson?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at him there.
Oh, wait.
D'Angelo Williams.
He wasn't better than Cedric. What? No, he wasn't. I'm sorry. I don't like Texas, but I'm from Texas, my nigga. And like, it's hard for me to tell you that another running back that's not from the great state of Texas is better than a running back from Texas. The greatest running backs in the history of all times come from the state of Texas.
He has the record for all-purpose yards.
He does. But did you see Cedric?
I don't think. Nah, I wouldn't put Michael Turner in there. The burner, I wouldn't put.
Nah, he would not. Nah, I wouldn't put it. But he was cold.
If you don't have D'Angelo Williams ahead of Cedric, then I'd put Cedric at 4 and D'Angelo Williams at 5. Because D'Angelo Williams having the record for all-purpose yards and not being in the top 5 list is crazy.
What about Jamal Charles? How do y'all feel about him?
Awesome. I hate Texas, but Jamal Charles was fucking great.
Do you think
this is what? I'm sorry, but I'm going to say this is why your guy with the record, D'Angelo Williams, was not better than them niggas, bro. Like he played on Memphis. They gave him the ball a whole bunch. So you mean to tell me if you would put Jamal Charles on Memphis, that nigga would be the greatest fucking football player Yo Gotti ever seen?
But it's not what we got to go with the circumstances that we got. He could have went to Memphis.
But he didn't. He went to Texas because
he did. He went to Texas. But he could have went to Memphis, though.
I mean,
he could have went to Marshall and broke all the records. He could have went anyway.
And if we're talking about 2,000 running backs, I got to bring up the Miami guys like Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee.
Sorry, I say Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis.
Hell, even though Maurice Claret was tearing shit up.
Frank Gore.
A lot of them.
There's a whole. I didn't
really pinpoint on one of them.
That's what I'm saying.
There's one y'all forgetting, and his highlight tape. It's not his records, but they put West Virginia on the map. Steve Slayton.
I was about to say Steve Slayton. There's another one.
Darren Sproles.
Hey,
you know, okay.
He got to be in there.
He's in there. As the Oklahoma
that's what
fan,
I'm saying. No, there's so many.
But okay. So I have to give you this. I'm going to put performances over just like records. So if you had a performance that just has lasted and standed out to the test of time, some things that you did on the field that just made you say, holy shit, that running back different. I'm going to give that a little bit of leeway over an all-time rushing. Basically what I'm telling you, Poe, is remember what happened to me last week? It's about to happen to you right now with your boy D'Angelo. Like, I'm just gonna let you know.
Williams is the second. Is one of the second.
You're gonna fight this
stat wise
as a person.
The history of the 2010s.
I know. As a person that's been in your position, that had stats, that had everything he needed, I got voted out. And guess what's gonna happen to D'Angelo today? He's going to get voted out.
Not have stats over the guys that we put in.
He's going to
not have the stats over the guys that
Vince Young did have the stat over
the top
game. Yeah, a game-winning touchdown in the national championship.
That's not
like,
a stat. That is a moment. That is a moment. That is not a stat.
I just said the moment. The moment.
Yeah, so you pick the moments. I picked the stat, the all-time career. That's what I'm saying.
That's why last week I had to bite the bullet.
That's because you got voted out. All
right, Boogie.
All right, Boogie.
I'm just trying to tell you, Boogie's not gonna let you make it.
D'Angelo Williams not in our top 5.
He has to be in the top 5.
Oh my god!
He has to.
We booed Big 30 out of the club, bro. Boo Big 30 out the club.
Russ. No, man. You can't be vindictive like that, dog.
I'm not being vindictive. He's just not better than these other niggas, bro.
You just don't like what I have to say.
Okay,
so he wanted to move me out the club.
What conferences was Memphis in? This Conference USA football we're talking about, bro. Like, this is Conference USA football.
Well, okay, you're talking about his schedule now, and like you.
Derrick Henry's another one. No, but I'm saying you can't control it, but we have to take into account to see that, like, oh, Derrick Henry was dogging these niggas out there. Like, D'Angelo was cold in the bitch, but he wasn't dogging the cream of the crop.
Derrick Henry was in 2010s, wasn't he?
Oh, well, they just popped up in the chat. Cadillac Williams, there you go. Dogging the competition. There you go. dogging the competition, like the top of the top. Like I can't give the only. Okay, I'm not giving him that much credit because I've watched it and I know how shitty the Conference USA was.
LT
Like,
went to TCU and during that time TCU wasn't nothing.
Yeah, he put him on.
We can move him down. We can, but okay, we can move him down. We can move him down.
I wouldn't move him down. I think LT one of the top
because
3 guys ever.
No, because we're talking college and like it is harder to run the ball consistently against top D1 Power 5 conferences
for sure
than it is against MAC teams. It is,
sure.
and that's why
Williams had bad games. I would agree. But he never had a bad game.
Notice because he was in the Conference USA.
So like it's hard to have. He did his thing.
But and that's why I will say if we need to take LT out, we can because I give more credit. I give credit to the guys that played against the guys. Like if you're going out there and you playing against the best of the best, and you actually Darren McFadden had to play against the best of the SEC, and Arkansas was not the best team.
You said something about Steve Slayton. West Virginia wasn't really, you know what I mean? They was getting down against Marshall.
They was in the Big East.
They was getting down against Marshall and
no, they had to play Miami. They had to play Miami. They had to play Louis. They had to play Louisville when they had the
everybody got some bad teams on their schedule.
But they don't have Conference USA teams on their schedule.
And he did his job every week. Went out there,
got
the ball.
If I have to take LT out. So I could put Willis.
I wouldn't take LT out either.
I'm not giving these niggas credit for running against niggas that was accountants later. Like I'm sorry, like they're cold.
90% of them, even in the SEC, 90% of them become accountants. What do you mean? This is like everybody got to play against accountants.
So we know for a fact that if you were to run up Team A from the Big 12 versus Team B from the MAC. The Big 12 probably taking that game. Not probably they're taking that game. It's just because they're playing against. There's a difference between guys playing for scholarships to get jobs and guys playing to go to the league. Like it's a difference, bro.
So you're saying that if you didn't get offers out of high school to big name schools, you can't be in no top 5 ranking.
No. I'm saying you're not playing against other top 5 talent. So therefore, I know for a fact, yeah, you're cold. This is not saying LT, you're not cold. This is saying you're cold, but he played against better motherfuckers.
I'm not disagreeing that he didn't play against better motherfuckers, but like but based off what you said, you can't put a guy that didn't get offers out of high school in the top 5 because he's not going to get. That's what you're saying. You can't put this guy who broke at almost every record in history because he only got offers.
You know what? I am saying that because that guy is going to get the credit from us in the NFL. When we talk about top 5 running backs in the NFL, top 10 running backs, he's going to get the credit. He's going to be before some of these guys. When it comes to college, yes, you were not a blue chip. Sorry. You were a franchise player. You were dope, but you weren't a blue chip. And we're talking about the blue chippers, the young explosive niggas making it happen.
That's crazy. Like, so how you play in high school, the offers you get in high school, if you don't get seen for some reason.
But that has nothing to do with the fact that if I get the offers if I get the offers in high school and I go to the top school and I put everybody dick in the dirt, I'm that nigga. Like I did it. Like until we get to the league and you show me otherwise, I played better in high school because I got out the offers. I went there. I put everybody dick in the dirt. I showed I was the best. Yes, I am better than you.
So you're counting high school as their college. That's what it is. We're counting high school.
But this is what we have to do because we're not going to the NFL.
I'm going just college. How you performed in college. And so if you're taking how your performances in college, this guy deserves to be in there. Now, if you take his high school in there, but he didn't get the offers to the Big Tens and the SECs because in high school he was a little undersized or whatever it was that he didn't get the offers to those schools, I can't now not put him in the top 5 because he performed where he was at the best of his ability. And we don't have a transfer pool like we do now. If he had a transfer pool, he would have been at Alabama, and he would have been dogging motherfuckers at Alabama.
But we don't, and he didn't, and he didn't play against the top competition. And hold up, so someone said 2-yard Trent is better than LT, and I'm saying as far as this top 5, no, because 2-yard Trent doesn't have the records that LT has, so we can't. That's not. We're comparing LT to the best college football running backs ever. Not just some random guy that fumbled in the league. 2-yard Trent was dope as hell at Alabama. And LT was dope as hell at TCU. But if I'm not mistaken,
so who's better?
Hold up. 2-yard Trent went top 5. They both went top 5 in the draft, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They both did. So who's the better running back in college? You based off of your logic, you're giving it to Trent, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah. Actually, yeah. In college. Hold up. Let's see the draft. You know, actually, he's talking me more. I'm gonna double down. Yes, I am saying that because we're not talking about what happened after. And hold on, let me see. What was Trent's draft stats? Y'all can talk about it.
Chase,
are we talking about Trent Richardson here?
I'm gonna look up there because I think Trent Richardson was drafted higher.
Russ, come on.
All these Alabama guys, all these top guys also got to play with the best O linemen in football. This guy is going to somewhere with some junior college linemen blocking for him, and he's breaking every all-purpose record in football. Like, bro, I can't get on that. You play
third overall,
and didn't do it.
I'm not. But he did. I'm not saying
that. Go to like the USFL or the XFL.
But, okay, here's what y'all are doing. Y'all are going over to what he did in the NFL. I'm not. If you go look. If you block out, he's called 2-yard Trent for the fucking fact that he let Andrew Luck down. Like he's 2-yard Trent because he let Cleveland down. Before he was 2-yard Trent is an NFL thing. In college, he that nigga.
He didn't get touched because his O-line was the best in football.
But they still, every team that they played, you can go look up the 2011, 2010 schedule. For Alabama, every team that they played was better than every other team that the other niggas played.
He also had better teammates all across the board, from quarterback to
Who did LT break the record in yards in a game against, my nigga? There's a nigga named Samaje Perine. Hold up. Samaje Perine has that record, bro.
Hey guys.
Like he against Kansas, bro.
Can we find
what do we talk
his list, please?
Boogie. Like no. Yeah, you tell that nigga. Boogie. Thank
Boogie.
you. UTEP is trash,
Boogie.
nigga.
Boogie.
UTEP is trash, nigga.
D'Angelo Williams in your top 5 or not?
Yes, he is.
No.
Unequivocally, yes.
Unequivocally. That's bro.
Like, come on, man. Come on, Russ, dog.
Then after all the shit I talk, LT done won. Then y'all got me fucked up.
LT can be up there. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad at LT being in there.
Like I got LT at 3, probably.
It's not that
AP's top 2.
Let me answer this question real quick because when it comes off as that, but it's not that your record doesn't matter. It's that when we're looking at everybody and all the running backs and how explosive, how entertaining, how good they were. Like if we look up and watch, you say, okay, we watch one guy. So let's put it this way: this guy had 100 yards versus the number 1 team in the nation. This guy had 100 yards versus the number 24 team in the nation. The guy that had the 100 yards against the number 1 team in the nation is better. Like, until further notice, that nigga's better.
That's not true.
Like,
that's not true. If you have the best O lineman in football,
I'm not talking about Bama. I'm talking about nameless great faces.
Any of those teams have some of the best O linemen in football. You may not get touched for that 100 yards. Any time Michael James had 100 yards, he didn't get touched.
Who was your pick for number 1 when this first started? Before we had
Darren McFadden.
No, before we had to cut him out. No, before we had to cut him out. Before we had to cut him out.
Oh, Reggie.
What the fuck did he have?
He didn't get touched because of him.
No, he was no. This is not saying Reggie Bush was not him. This is saying you don't act like Reggie Bush didn't have the top of the top linemen, blockers, wide receiver. Like, are you serious?
Man,
Dwayne Jarrett.
I just remember
like his backup
field. And
thank you, Chase.
I'm
just saying, me on the same page right now.
I'm not saying it's just Reggie. I cannot discredit that man. I can't say that. Reggie was different, bro.
I'm not discrediting. I'm just saying, like, you can't. I'm saying his argument is he got a top team. Like my nigga Tim Tebow had a top team, and we was arguing him the number 1 QB. He had the best player at each fucking position, like arguably.
Okay, look. So we are
no. I'm just saying that's what y'all are arguing me, and I'm sitting here saying Like we can talk about
every week. Russ goes on the hill.
Yeah.
You're a politician,
and I will die on this.
You're a politician.
It's a 2-3. I'm done arguing because Boogie said that D'Angelo is in his top five.
I'm trying to hurry. I got to leave in a bit, so I'm trying to hurry to get this list done.
That's okay.
I don't want to cut out. I don't want to cut out on y'all. Be rude. So.
No. That it's perfectly fine. I realize that y'all need to have y'all's guys in. I'm gonna remember this at a certain point. I'm never voting in y'all's favor in anything ever again.
I'll tell you this.
That's vendetta.
Next week,
it is. No, it is. I'm just letting y'all know.
We're going to do.
I'm just letting y'all know.
So
I still agree with you though.
We're going to do the top 20, the top 5 receivers of the 2000s next week. So that's the one that we're going to do, Russ. Now, I know that's your position.
Yeah, I'll cut y'all off. Y'all might as well just say, y'all might as well you gonna do Russ's top 5 receivers. I'm not gonna my nigga, because I'm
he said I'm gonna cut y'all off.
We gave it a fair argument, Boogie just
give me a name. We doing
Boogie better than I do. So
before we close off the show, give me a name. We didn't even finish. Who's our top 5 running backs? It's y'all's apparently, because my niggas don't count.
I just have D'Angelo Williams in.
I just wanted D'Angelo Williams in there, dog. So
okay, so he's number 5. Okay. Said you're missing number 4.
Okay.
Who number 3? LT number 3.
I agree with that.
Adrian Peterson number 2.
And Darren McFadden number 1.
Yeah.
Darren McFadden number 1.
We don't like that list, Truth?
That's a solid list.
That's a good list.
That's a solid list.
That's a good list.
I'm not mad. I'm not even. I mean nothing. You know.
Chase said Rutherford Park City Commission.
I just saw that shit. Vote me in, goddammit. I'm trying to tell you.
All right, y'all. I love y'all.
Yeah, I'm not.
Y'all next week. I gotta go, fam. I gotta go, baby.
All right. Y'all boys be out. Hey, I'm just gonna let y'all know. Thanks for joining the show. Thanks for loving us and all that good shit. I ain't got the banners and the brand and all that. Hey, hold up, Poe. I'm sorry. I have to give them some words of wisdom before I let everybody leave. And all I have to say is do the right thing because your God is watching. Holla out.
तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा 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 तेरी